This is Ramapo, a site about the same size as Warwick, which will include a new media production center and the largest film studio space the organization has ever undertaken. It's hard to imagine all the work that will take place to complete this complex. But one thing is very clear: we will need lots of help.
For over 2 years, we've been planning this project. We're in the final stages now of our planning and approval process. In fact, we are months ahead of schedule.
Soon we will see the site works going on, we'll see the utilities going in, we'll see the drainage going in. But of course, a tightened schedule means nothing unless we have the housing and the volunteers.
Ramapo is not a bustling city. Without housing nearby, volunteers would have been transported very long distances. But with Jehovah's help, arrangements have been made for quality housing only 5 minutes from the building site, which will house the majority of the volunteers working on the project. This is a huge accomplishment, since this will help to reduce fatigue and cost.
With the progress on the building permits, with the housing that's now available, with the confidence that the governing body has in this project, we can see that this project has Jehovah's backing.
If you were one of the 27,000 volunteers that worked on the Warwick project, you know the challenges and the blessings that come with working on such a unique project.
Before Warwick, we were very engaged with our secular careers. Sarah was an asset manager at an investment company, and I was a full-time firefighter.
We had a nice house, a brand new boat in the driveway. We had a dog.
We were making our meetings, we were going out in service, but in our hearts, we knew that we could do more.
We realized the only thing standing between us and doing more for Jehovah was us.
We had to take a very honest and humbling look at our lives and what we were doing. We obviously prayed to Jehovah pretty constantly about it. We made that decision-making and that simplifying process a part of our family study every week.
We made a list of our goals, a timeline, that we thought was reasonable. Jehovah took our plan and fast-forwarded it.
So we had simplified our lives, we quit our jobs, we filled out our applications. Probably one of the hardest things that we had to do was find a home for our dog. We eventually found her at home with a beautiful family. And then we packed our car and we started driving to New York.
Our first day at Warwick was surreal.
Meeting all the brothers and sisters, truly a joyful time. You couldn't wipe the smiles off our faces if you tried.
The training I received is beyond anything I expected. I got to work with brothers who had been working in carpentry for 30, 40, 50 years, and they were patient and kind.
I was in carpentry too. Also, I was able to be on part of the emergency response team from my fire department and EMS training. You kind of have in your mind you're just going to do construction, but then you're fed spiritually so much through the morning worship programs, through the Watchtower studies and the special lectures.
It helped me to see my assignment in a different way, more as service to Jehovah, praise to Jehovah. Our life had been changed, even just after, I think, 6 months. We knew we weren't going back to the old life. We couldn't.
I think we realized that not only did we want to serve Jehovah full-time, but that it was an attainable goal. We could do it. My advice is if you were going to apply to Ramapo, do it. And if you weren't thinking about doing it, do it. Definitely, it's worthwhile. You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna gain so many friendships. You're giving Jehovah your best. You won't look back with any regrets. It's really a beautiful thing.
Jehovah is opening the door to that unique avenue of service once again. The opportunity to work hard next to future friends and to have a life-changing experience. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit to Jehovah whatever you do, and your plans will succeed." So what can you do right now?
You can start with a prayer to Jehovah to increase your desire to come and help. You can talk to construction volunteers in your local congregation or in your circuit and find out what it's like to serve on a large project like this. Learn a new skill. If you already have a construction skill, start planning now to come and work on this project. If your circumstances don't allow you to come to the project, all of us can have a part by our prayers and our voluntary donations. Filling out an application is easier than ever before. And if your circumstances change, you can update your application online.
If you can submit an application now, you can be invited to work on other theocratic projects as they become available. This will give you a taste of what it's like to work on a large theocratic project, and you can be confident that Jehovah will bless your efforts to volunteer.
And as parents, we now have a golden opportunity to work with our teenagers and help them to set a goal of working on this project. After all, these teenagers are our future construction servants.
Jehovah inspired David of old to pen words that apply to our time. Your people will offer themselves willingly. Jehovah's people are busier than ever before, in the ministry, in the congregation, and theocratic projects. This project will take much work, but Jehovah has placed tremendous confidence in his people. And we know that with his help, we will succeed.